Here in Vietnam, and what I've been doing is I've been hunting for a little bit of Belgium, or at least some Belgian beers, here in Vietnam itself, in particular in Ho Chi Minh City. All around the world, with the continued rise in craft beer, there are so many wonderful breweries that deserve at the very least a visit. Consider this series your guide to globe-trotting the best of the world's craft beer scene. So I was outside looking for a cab, as the brewery itself is about an hour's drive outside. Once I found a cab, we took a nice leisurely ride to what is the production facility of Belgo itself.
Okay, my name is Gert Keersmakers. I'm from Belgium. I'm from the Flemish part of Belgium. 11 years ago I came to Vietnam. Actually I came a bit to be retired in Vietnam. But of course brewing, in that time there was not so much beer in Vietnam. And I quickly realized that I had to make some beer for myself. And that's actually how we ended up actually making a brewery in Vietnam. So we have a 20 hectoliter brewery. We can brew on this moment around 40,000 liters a month in the brewery. We are in full expansion. We still have a complete manual brewery, so it's meaning like everything is done manually, and we do everything with Vietnamese people here in the brewery. We make about 12 different kinds of beer at this moment in the brewery. Okay, so we have our full moon beer. Quite interesting story because we brew it only with full moon. The beer is fully made with Castle Malts. The specialty malts inside the beer is the Castle chocolate and the black. And we also use a little bit wheat chocolate inside that beer to give that extra flavor to the beer. Now, like I said, the beer is actually brewed only one time a month. It's a limited beer. We brew 2,000 liters a month, and we only brew it with full moon. So we make sure that we are in the boil when the moon is the highest.
Okay, so back in the cab, we are on our way to the Belgo restaurant where we are going to do a taste test of this elusive little beer. Can't wait. Okay, so we've just been to the brewery, and what we're looking for now is we need to do a taste test of this mysterious full moon beer. So I've come about an hour back in Ho Chi Minh City, otherwise known as Saigon, and we are here at the brewery bar that actually belongs to the same company. And here I'm going to meet up with my buddy Hin. He's the bartender here. We're going to work on that, and we're going to check out what this beer, mysterious beer, actually tastes like. Let's get to it.
Hi everyone, my name is Hing. I'm the bar manager at Belgo. The reason why I work here is because I love their beer. That's it.
Yeah, so I'm super privileged to be here. I can't wait to taste this. From Gert telling me how it was brewed, him telling me, a whole bunch of stuff. We just had a fat chat about it. This really seems like a really phenomenal beer. And to find a beer like this, I mean, it's a quadruple, all the way down here in Southeast Asia, I'm like super excited. So let's get down to tasting it. So, yeah, buddy, so tell me something. What is the how do people receive this kind of beer?
People seems like very interesting in these, especially the full moon, because the background story, how it was brewed in the full moon of the month. ingredients and the complex been using to brew the beer, and you can definitely taste it.
Yeah, no, I'm smelling like super complex on those. Like I'm actually getting almost a red wine character, which makes me once again super excited. The color is a beautiful dark burgundy, and once again, Gert actually makes his own caramel to go with this. He cooks the sugar himself. He says it's really difficult to get it here in Vietnam, and so he cooks his own. So I think this is going to be phenomenal because he can tweak all of those aspects. Let's taste it.
The aroma is amazing.
Yeah, man, it's got a very complex aroma.
It is, man. Should we take a
Let's
sip?
try it, yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers, buddy. Woo! Woohoo! Firstly, alcohol warming, straight up. This is a very high alcohol beer. However, the only way you can tell it's full of alcohol is the slight warming you get in your throat.
Burning up your
Yeah.
stomach a little bit.
Yeah,
That heat.
exactly.
The sour finish, and you can taste a little slightly of the cookie on the
Yeah.
finish.
No, absolutely. It finishes dry and it has a lot of dark fruit complexity. This is a great beer. If you are in Saigon, or what's it, Ho Chi Minh? Ho Chi Minh, yeah? Either way. If you're in Saigon and you're looking for a blast of flavor, I'd highly recommend you come and try this Full Moon. Although, bear in mind, this is a special edition. They don't actually brew it all the time. This is like exclusive, yeah. So it's if they have it, good for you. If not, you're gonna have to wait for the next full moon cycle. Kind of like a werewolf, right?
Yeah, man. After this, I may be crazy. Cheers.
Cheers, man.
There is only, for me it's like this. I love Castle Malt. The difference for me is that I can really get my flavors out of the malt, what I always struggling with other malts. So when I make my malt bill, I know what kind of flavors I can get out of the Castle Malt, and they are just more tuned, just more fine. They have more terroir than other malts for me.
And cheers to you guys. We'll see you next time on Castle Malting. Brewery Spotlight. Have a great one. Cheers.